Hi, in this video we're going to set up the body of the LP-1. We've wired up the pickups and now we just need to attach the pickups, attach the volume and tone knobs and the few scratch plates that this guitar comes with. So we'll bring the camera in and we'll have a look. Okay, so there's a few things you'll need. Obviously the pickups are in place because we've just wired those in. I've put in this scratch plate here that's just sitting in there like so. We'll need to screw that in. We'll need our bag full of screws. And we'll need our bag full of bits, which we've got, there's the bridge assembly in there, the volume and tone knobs, and the plate for the back. So let's just put these volume and tone knobs on first. So with these volume and tone knobs, what I like to do is I like to first make sure these are all tight first. So these hexagonal nuts need to be screwed in, so we've done that, they're all tight. And now grab your volume and tone knobs, there's no difference between these, there's just four of the same knobs, and turn your knob or potentiometer all the way clockwise so it's on full volume. And then when you put on your volume knob, you'll see that it's numbered around the edge there. And what I like to do is have 10 just facing up to me, so I know that on full volume the 10 is facing right up. Like so, and they just squeeze on, and that way when you turn it back you go to 0, and when you turn it on full you've got the 10 at the top. So just repeat that with those four, and there you go. I've got those two volume knobs and two tone knobs, and the knobs pushed down as far as they can go, and I've got the 10s lined up so when they're on full volume the 10s are facing up to me as I'm playing the guitar. So what I might do now is actually attach these two pickups. I mentioned before in wiring the pickups I wanted to leave this front pickup just loose while I set the neck. But I've checked the neck now and that does sit in there fine, so we can actually just screw that in. And when you're putting in the pickups, make sure you put in this scratch plate here, and that'll actually line your pickups up so they're nice and straight. So I've got the pickups here, I just need to find the screws, so we need 8 screws, and match a drill bit. Drill the holes and then screw those pickups in. So in the screw bag there I'm looking for 8 screws, which are quite long because they need to go through this pickup here, which is quite thick. So I just see there where I've got this scratch plate frame here, there's 8 screws as well, so I need to grab those out and we'll use those for the pickups. So there you go, I've matched that screw to that drill bit now. So we can just drill the 4 holes here in the pickup and we'll start screwing those in. There you go, that's that bridge pickup in place. Now I'll hold this scratch plate there while I just line up this neck pickup. Now I just want to make sure that's going to be in the right position there, so we'll put this scratch plate in and there you go. And that's lined up there, so I need to hold that neck pickup in place while I drill out the 4 holes there. And there you go. There's the last screw there. So the pickups are in place, that scratch plate fits nicely, we can attach that later on. Now we just need to put in the bridge posts. You'll see they come in this bag here. There's 4 posts there, 2 for the front and 2 for the back, so we'll grab those out. Here you go, here are the 4 posts here. These 2 sit at the front and they hold the bridge with the saddles, and these 2 here at the back hold the string mechanism, which the strings fit through at the back. So we'll put these 2 in at the front here, just sit them in nice and gently. And those 2 at the back. These holes are already drilled for you, so there's no question about where they go. Now we just need to tap those in very lightly, so we'll need a hammer. And you just need to be very gentle with this. You notice these have a screw top. That's because you can raise and lower these, and that raise and lowers the string height. Just when you're tapping in, make sure they're fully screwed in so you don't damage the thread there. And we just want those level with the body. There you go. And same for the back. And there's our bridge posts in. So now we can grab our bridge mechanism. You see the saddle fits over there. And the string mechanism sits at the back there. And there you go. So there's your bridge assembly in place. We'll need that in place when we put the neck on, so we can measure the distance from the saddles here to the nut. So I'll just leave that like that for a minute, and now I think the next thing we need to do is attach this scratch plate here. Okay, with this scratch plate on the LP-1, we actually need to grab this little piece of metal here which comes in the kit. And what this does, this sits on the side of the guitar down here underneath the scratch plate. And what it does is it actually raises the scratch plate off the body of the guitar. So that way you've got a nice flat surface running down when you're playing. So we've got to fit this metal plate to the side of the guitar through this screw, so to the side of the guitar, and coming in so we can screw a nut and bolt mechanism through this hole in the scratch plate, then through the middle of that bar there, and that way we can this can slide in and out. Then we need to slide it into the body of the guitar, then screw it in. So what I'll do is I'll attach this plate to the scratch plate first, and for that you'll need this single nut and bolt. Before we do that, you'll just notice that with all, actually a lot of the parts that come with your kit, they come with a plastic coating. And this just peels off. This just protects the plastic from being scratched or getting any dirt. So you just need to peel that off before we screw that in. There you go, that just peels off like so. Now we can get to that screw hole there. Okay, so now I've attached that plate. I've put the screw through there, through the plate, through the metal plate, and then put that nut on the top there. And I've just made that finger tight for the minute until we line it up. So what we need to do is we need to put that back on the guitar, line it up with the pickups, and then this metal plate, you need to push that in until it meets the body of the guitar. And there you go. So you can see now that we've actually raised this scratch plate off the body of the guitar. I can actually fit part of my finger in there. So now what I need to do, I need to grab another screw, and you'll notice in the pack there is one screw that is slightly bigger. So that screw needs to fit through here, through this hole in the metal plate, and screw into the body of the guitar. So we just need to drill that. And there you go, I've screwed that in now, so that's nice and firm there, and the scratch plate's sitting off the guitar. You can see the gap underneath there, and it's looking pretty good. There's one more screw down this end here, so we just need to screw that into there, and that'll finish off the scratch plate. And there you go, that's the final screw there. So that scratch plate's in place now, and it's looking good. Just notice on the pickups as well you've got some plastic, so might as well take that off now. That just peels off. That's just protecting the metal of the pickup from any dirt or any scratches, so that just peels off. And there you go. So now we need to look at the two other scratch plates. There's one here that goes on the back of the three-way switch, and one here that goes on the back of the control panel. So it's got 7 screws, 7 screw holes, so we need 7 screws. And sure enough, I've got 7 screws left just there. So let's turn the guitar over and we'll put these final little plates on. Okay, this plate covers the back of the control panel where we've got our volume and tone pots. So you just play around till you get that fitting in there. You might need to scrape it around that with a bit of sandpaper, or just get that paint off the edges there, but that fits in nicely. I've got that sitting in there, so we just need to screw those 4 holes and then screw that in. And there you go, that's the control panel plate fitted into the back of the guitar. So now we just need to turn that round, and there's one little plate left, and that's the plate for the back here on the 3-way switch. Okay, so this is the last little plate at the back of the guitar here, and this is the plate on the back of the 3-way switch. And there it is there, this little round plate with 3 screw holes. So you just need to put that in carefully and just move around and find the position that it sits in comfortably. You might have to take a little bit of the paint off the side here if you've got a bit built up of paint. You might have just collected in there. So just scrape around there and blow any excess out, and then just play around till you get the position. And there you go. That's sitting in there nicely. So we just need to drill those 3 holes and then screw that in. And there you go. That's that plate done. So that's the back of the guitar done now, and we've done the front as well. So now it's time, I think, we put the neck on.